our presenting sponsor, Simmons and Fletcher. And right now I'd like to introduce Paul Cannon from Simmons and Fletcher. Paul?
Wow, what an amazing event. Harris and Montgomery County, look around. This is insane. This is awesome how many people are out here. And the law enforcement, it's incredible. I am so excited to be a part of this. Some of y'all may not know, we were actually the presenting sponsor last year when it didn't happen. Last year was supposed to be our first year. I want to tell you a story about why and how we got involved in this. I guess it was late 2019, I was representing a victim who had been, the family of a victim who had been killed by a drunk driver. And I went down to Chambers County because the drunk driver was hiding behind his Fifth Amendment privilege, and they kept stalling his trial and stalling his trial. And I wanted to take his deposition and find out what happened out there. They wouldn't let me because of his criminal case going on. So while I was sitting in the courtroom in Chambers County Court, there was a family in front of me who were the family of another victim of a drunk driver who was killed in the same drunk driving accident. They were sitting there, and I noticed Casey walk up and sit down next to him and start talking to him. And she was sitting there talking to him for a little bit, and then she got up and she came to my row and sat down next to me. And she introduced herself and said, "I'm with Mothers Against Drunk Driving. One of the services that we do is we go to the courtroom and we sit with the families and the victims and we explain to them the process of what's going on and what they're going through." A lot of you have probably had that service rendered to you. A lot of people who haven't had that service, thankfully, have never heard of that before. I had never heard of that before. I thought that was the coolest thing I'd ever heard of. I was like, wow, I had no idea. Mothers Against Drunk Drivers would literally go down there and sit with the victims and be a part of their lives and continue after even the process was over, being a part of their, I knew they were a part of their lives and had support groups afterwards, but I didn't know they did that walk with them. And I thought, that's just a really cool service. I want to be a part of that too. So we are the presenting sponsors. We're proud to be the presenting sponsors, and we are very, very thankful for all of the volunteers and all of the people that come out here and dedicate your time. Thank you so much. Give yourselves a big round of applause, please.